Promoting our own YouTube videos is one of the things YouTubers spend more time with. So that's why today I'm gonna create and I'm gonna show you how to create a system to automate the process of creating different posts in X, LinkedIn, Reddit, and Telegram to promote your own video, and that way skyrocket your views from your different communities and from your different social media. So without further ado, let's go into the build. So here we are in n8n, ready to start this automation. Firstly, let's go to sign in and let's go inside. Okay, so once here, if you are in a free trial as I'm right now, we just have to open our workspace, and here we are gonna click on create workflow. Okay, so as we want to get all the YouTube videos, actually what we are gonna do is come to add first step, and we are gonna click here and get the YouTube. But actually, if you see, there's not any triggers here in YouTube. That's why we're gonna actually, as a trigger, include the schedule trigger. And here we are gonna try to run it every day. When? Was we could do, for example, at 9 a.m. so that we check every day if our channel has a new video. So let's say that our channel usually publishes a video every day, so we can actually do this every day. So that way we're gonna be running it every day, and it's just gonna cost us 30 actually executions of our n8n plan. That's why I'm gonna go next here and I'm gonna go to YouTube. I'm gonna click here and we're gonna go to get many videos. If we select instead get video, we will have to include the video ID, and we cannot do it because we don't have that information inside scenario. So we're gonna go with get many. Let's click on return all, but we want to do it published after, and we want to go with, we're gonna go with an expression. We have to put the two curly braces, go with now, there you go, and we're gonna put dot minus 24 comma hours, so that we are gonna go 24 hours before. So let's create a new credential. Here we have to get our client ID and client secrets from YouTube. So for that you would just have to come to the Google Cloud Console, click here, and actually create a new project inside new project. Once you go inside your project, we should go to the YouTube API. There you go. We're gonna click this one, and I'm gonna click on this button. It's for me in Spanish, but for you, if you have English as your main language, it should be really similar. Once it's been allowed, there you go. We can actually also add the analytics one there, so that we have all the analytics data and the other part data also inside. And once we go, then you have to come to credentials, and here you will have to click on create new credential. So then let's go with the ID of cloth application. Let's go with an application web. I'm gonna call it actually n8n. Have to include the URL, and it's gonna be actually this one. Copy it and bring it here. There you go. And with this we can actually click on create, so it will appear here, and you just have to copy the ID of client, bring it here, and the client secret, and bring it here. Also, after doing a test, we have to add actually our channel ID here. So I come to my YouTube configuration, and once we come here into advanced configuration, we have to click here and copy our channel ID. When you paste it here, we're gonna get out of this module and let's go to the next one. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is come into my panel and YouTube studio inside YouTube. Just click in your account and click your channel and personalize channel, and I'm gonna create a video. I'm just gonna upload an example one. For example, I'm gonna take this one. There you go. It's a shorts I created, small shorts. So I'm just gonna click here. No, you can use whatever video you want as an example. Then you gotta have to click, and after let's go, and I'm gonna click on publish. When it has been processed, I'm just gonna click on publish. There you go. So now we're gonna come back to our workflow, and we're gonna wait a bit of some seconds, and then we're gonna click on test step. There you go. We just have it here. So we are gonna go now with another YouTube, but what we want to get in this case is a video, an exact video, because as you can see, we don't have actually the URL of that video. That's why we're gonna get the video ID. There you go, and place it here like this, just like this. Well, we're not gonna include anything. We're just gonna click on test. So as you can see here, once we test it, we are gonna see that we have actually here the URL. There you go. So this URL is the one we want to extract. So we could do it several ways, but we're gonna do it an easy way and free way so that you don't have any problems putting it. It's just gonna include here an AI agent. There you go, in which we are gonna define below. We are just gonna give him our embed HTML. We are gonna tell him to embed HTML with the YouTube link inside. Perfect. And now we are gonna add an option and we're gonna include the system message. Okay, so just we're gonna tell him to extract from the HTML tag the YouTube link, comma, I will say it will start actually in www and will end before this part. For example, I'm gonna put an example and it's gonna be example. I'm gonna provide this example and then we're gonna put output, copying the YouTube link and pasting it here. There you go. Taking out this line. Yeah. So we can actually test it. And we're gonna get this error. Why? Because we haven't connected any chat model. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna select a Google Gemini model. We should create I'm gonna create a credential. So we just have to go here, go to Gemini API key. Once you search it, click on get a Gemini API key. Click here to get it, and you will find it right here. Just click on create and you can copy it. When we have copied it, we just gonna come here, click the API key, save, and we can go with the model of Gemini of Flash, which is completely free. So that way we're gonna use a free one without having to use, for example, ChatGPT or OpenAI and having to basically burn tokens. So again, we're gonna come here, and right now is the moment to test the step. Yeah, there you go. Here we have the exact output that we wanted. So with this done, we are gonna include an HTTP request. Okay, but before moving on, I've seen that this YouTube link usually doesn't work because it isn't the correct one. So what usually works is having this type of URL in which we have what's an interrogation v equal to and the code that we have actually here. So we're gonna tell him something more. I'm gonna change a bit the prompt. I'm gonna say then extract the letters and numbers after embed and this divisor and paste them after this, and we are gonna take down this. So we are gonna place then this example. So again, I'm gonna test the step. There you go, perfect. So now we really have the YouTube URL and not an embedded. So inside the HTTP request, what we're gonna do is click here, select post, and we are gonna use this URL, the HTTPS API of Com.ai. That if you go to Google and search for Com.ai, it's an application that we can use for generate transcripts. So coming back to the HTTP request, we're gonna send a body. It's gonna be JSON, and we are gonna put this thing. It's gonna be this way. It's gonna be video underscore ID. We're gonna close this. We're gonna put these two dots, and here we're gonna include the video. So next we're gonna put the format, and it's gonna be true. There you go. And we're gonna close the bracket. Perfect. So now inside here we are gonna expand this, and I'm gonna include there the output of the AI agent. There you go. Perfect. So it's an expression. I'm gonna make this a bit bigger, take it out, put it here, but we want to put the next thing, dot extract URL. So it doesn't give us a line before because it has this n, so that it will be like pressing an enter. So we will leave this like this. We're gonna test the step. Okay, so it was failing because I forgot here to place an S, and remember to change to post. There you go. So now we are gonna get the complete transcript. So finally we'll be able to create another AI agent in this case to create all the posts in different platforms. So I'm gonna include for the 4 platforms that we're gonna use, that is gonna be Telegram, Twitter, Reddit, and LinkedIn, a different agent for all of them. So I'm gonna actually create an agent, and we are gonna clone all of them. So I'm gonna copy it, I'm gonna paste it again, paste it, using Command V, and we are gonna start connecting them to the HTTP request like this. Perfect. Then we are gonna again use the Gemini chat model so that we don't have to burn any tokens from OpenAI, which will burn here a lot of tokens. So if like this, we're gonna go to plus, and I'm gonna connect all the models here. You go, there you go, and there you go. But we're gonna be using all the same. I'm gonna leave it around here. Perfect. So let's gonna call this one the Twitter one. Twitter message, or well, where it's gonna publish actually a tweet. So we're gonna define below, and we are gonna put here inside the information of the transcript of the video. There you go. And we are gonna place the transcript here actually. First we're gonna put it in expression and add it here. Perfect. So from there on, we're gonna add a system message in which we are gonna write this prompt. Here you have the prompt I just wrote. Basically, I've put the information and to tell him that he has to write a tweet announcing that a new video has been downloaded. And here inside this JSON part, I've added the URL of the AI agent. Perfect. So we're gonna get out of here, and we're gonna test the step. There you go. To be authentic is in Spanish, but well, there's no problem. So we're gonna get now from here. We're gonna click here, and we're gonna go to Twitter. There you go, X, and I'm gonna create a tweet. So I've just connected my X account. How can you do this? You have to go first of all to X Developer here and create a project. Once you have created the project, you have to go to App Settings, and here you have to click on User Authentication Settings. Once you click on Edit, you have to select Read and Write and Direct Messages, Web App Automated Bot, and you have to include here the OAuth of your n8n. When you do this, you have to save it, and it will appear in the image here. In another app, you will see the client ID and the client secret to put it there. Perfect. So now we can basically put the resource of tweet, and then we're gonna put create, and we're just gonna click and place the output here. There you go. So now every time we run this part, we are gonna exactly put this message from the AI agent. Perfect. So now let's go with the second agent, which will be a LinkedIn post. So let's go here. I'm gonna change the name to LinkedIn post, and it's gonna be a bit different as in LinkedIn than from Twitter, as we have to know that some things that work inside Twitter don't work here in LinkedIn. So, for example, we cannot write a LinkedIn post if we put a big block of text like it was a tweet, but we have to separate it in several lines. So we're gonna put here transcript of the video. We're gonna go to expression, and I'm gonna place it here, and we are gonna add the system message. What are we gonna tell him here? So this is what I've written. You are a helpful and experienced assistant on already LinkedIn post, but the difference here is that we want to structure and make a structure of the post where it's separated like it was a real LinkedIn post and not a big block of text like if it was a tweet. So for that, we can test the output with the transcript that we have. There you go, with the several lines. This line ends means that we are getting spaces, so perfect. And then we're gonna include here the LinkedIn note of create a post. There you go. So we have to create a new credential in which organization support, and just click on create your account. So once you have logged in inside your LinkedIn account and accepted that tab that appeared, we're gonna get out. We have here our LinkedIn account, and inside text we are gonna place this. There you go. Meta category, we are just gonna leave it in known. It's just post. Remember that LinkedIn is a bit anti-automation, so we want to be a bit secret, and we don't want to let them think that we are doing this as an automation. Okay, so if you don't see, as in my case here, the person name or ID, because normally it should be in fixed and you should be, but in this case I'm having a problem. Yes, I'm gonna put my name and test it like this. I'm gonna activate here to continue if there's an error not to be preoccupied by that. But normally, if you guys have been in LinkedIn for more time, you will see here an option instead of me having to go with this. So we're gonna leave the JSON output we included here from the AI agent. Inside media category, we're just gonna put known, and now we are gonna go to the Reddit agent. So we're gonna change this to Reddit agent, and it's gonna be a Reddit post really similar to the ones we create in Twitter, as we want basically almost the same. So we're gonna put here the transcript of the video. There you go. And I haven't tested it, so what I'm gonna do is come here and I'm gonna copy this one from the previous one. Basically, I'm gonna leave it here. We're gonna add the system message, and I'm gonna put. So here you have the prompt that I used in this case. Saying that this AI and this experience assistant on writing Reddit posts is basically the same as changing tweets by Reddit posts. I'm not really experienced in Reddit. I haven't been there a lot, so I don't know exactly how it works. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. Later we're gonna go to Reddit and we are gonna include a note of create actually a post. There you go. So I have already connected my account, but if you want to connect it, just click on create new credential, click here on open docs, and follow here the docs you have. It's really easy. I have done it even without being never in Reddit, so there's not any problem with that. It should be really easy for you guys, and just follow this guide you have here. I will leave it in the description, this link of this resource that we can put new video as the title, and inside the text we are just gonna come here and gonna copy the same output that we got here, which is a JSON output. It's just gonna be the same in all of them. So we're gonna come back, we're gonna put here the JSON output. There's gonna put, please take a look at the video, for example. Perfect. One more. Finally, what we are gonna do now is come here, and this one is gonna be the Telegram agent. So we want to send a message to our Telegram chat, maybe because there's a lot of content creators that, for example, have a Telegram chat with all their community. So we want there to send a message informing that there is a new video. So we're gonna put here the title of this agent as Telegram message. There you go. I'm gonna rename it. Let's go with define below, and here we're gonna put the transcript of the video. Exactly. So we're gonna come back again. I'm gonna come to here, and I'm gonna copy exactly the expression we have here. Command C, I'm gonna come here and Command V. There you go. And I'm gonna include, well, remember to leave it in expression. I'm gonna leave a system message, which is gonna be the next one. So this is what I've written in the prompt. Again, really similar to the ones that I've written inside X and Reddit, sending that it's specialized in Telegram message. I would like them to be a bit shorter. Probably the Telegram message than the Reddit post and the Twitter, or even not. That's why I've created 4 different AI agents. You can choose which one to make longer and which one to make shorter. So finally, what we are gonna do is go into here, and we are gonna add a Telegram module, in which we are gonna send a message, text message. There you go. So to connect your account, how should you do it? So I got a really good trick. You have to come into your Telegram, and you have to go to the bot folder. Everyone has the bot folder inside their own Telegram, and you basically have to ask them for a new bot, /new bot, or write new bot, test bot, for example. And once the bot is created, you will have here, use this token to access the HTTP API. So you have to take that a token and insert it here, and that way you will have your account connected. How to get a chat ID? It's really easy. I used a bot called GetIDs I got it by searching in your internet how to get the ID of a chat message. So basically, just I'm gonna leave you anyways that information in the description. Also, I created a different chat here, and I just added my GetIDs bot. I don't think you even have to include it here. You can only add it here directly here by adding people your GetID bot, and that way clicked on start, and I've got the ID of the chat. There you go. So what I'm gonna do now is add this ID inside my node of n8n, and inside text what I'm gonna do is get again the JSON output that is gonna be the same on all agents. So there we go. I mean, the same expression is gonna be not the same output, but the same expression. Perfect. Reply markup, let's go with no. and that way we will have finished the scenario. Now we are gonna go directly to test it. Remember to check your credentials are correctly, and let's go to the. By the way, after doing a test in X, I'm gonna leave it without doing it, but inside X you have to have a pro account. Most of you probably will have it. I don't pay X because I almost don't use it, but for using the API you have to use a X API pro account. So if you don't want it to fail the scenario, just come to on error and click as with LinkedIn on continue. So yeah, I'm gonna save the scenario and let's go now to test. So let's go to test the agent. I've just uploaded a video inside my YouTube channel so that we can click here on test workflow and everything is running perfect. There you go. There you go. There you go. And finally, there you go. We are getting here the transcript, as you can see, from Come AI, and everything is working perfectly. Of course, I'm not getting posted as I said the posting inside Twitter and LinkedIn, but you guys with your accounts, and if you have, for example, Pro in X, the post with what I've done should be definitely created and the tweets should be definitely published so that you can see it inside their account. So if you have any doubts, just book with me a call in the description. I will leave also the docs with which I have connected my accounts to its platform, LinkedIn, Reddit, Telegram, and X, so that you guys also can follow it. So guys, this has been all for the video. I hope you've enjoyed and you've learned how to build this YouTube automation to promote your own video that has been recently published, so that you can get way more views from your different communities in the X, Telegram, Reddit, or LinkedIn, so that way you don't have to do it by your own and you save a lot of time. So yeah, again, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.